Hey guys, my name is Kaylin. I also go by kaycreigh, and I am your coach of the LA Spice, the spiciest draft team there is. And that's right, we are back with another draft league. This time we have been asked to participate in the APA, which is a huge honor. And most importantly, this one, knock on wood, is gonna happen. Before we get into the draft, going over who we've got on our team, I do want to say that if you want to show your support for the LA Spice, we do have the LA Spice logo merch. You can do shirts, you can do hoodies, whatever you want. We also got pillows. I'll leave a link in the description below. You should check it out. And without further ado, I say we get started. If you guys have not subscribed already, you should totally do so and leave a like if you are excited for another draft league that I have dreams is gonna happen. And actually, on the day that you're watching this, if you watch it as soon as it's uploaded, later today, the first battle is going to be uploaded. So, clearly I was a little late in recording this, but we've been traveling all over the place. Just got back from LA, did a commercial with Cardi B. It's casual. All right, okay. Here we go. So obviously, as we are already on this screen, the first member of our team is Mega Alakazam, the boy, who I have nicknamed Gandalf. Now, this thing, I mean, friggin' base 175 special attack, 150 speed. It's an incredibly fast boy, really hard to switch into. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I have my notes down there. We're doing this all in one take, so bear with me. But its base speed essentially forces an opponent to have to run a choice scarf if they want to outspeed, and even then, sometimes they can't, because he's a fast boy. Anyways, we have a ton of coverage. We cover all of our weakness. We have Focus Blast, which is great if you like missing. Dazzling Gleam, which is great in general. And like, I have Nate's notes here, and it says back-to-back serial leading champion, 1998 and 1999. But like, honestly, I think that the most notable thing about this boy is that he's prepared to be the big spoon or the little spoon in any situation. And anyone who is that dexterous with their toes has a place in my heart and on my draft team. Next up, we have Tapu Fini, who I have named Catfish. And we get two cores here, water for our fire water grass and fairy for our fairy dragon steel core. So kicking things off right here. The typing is actually crazy good. 6 resistances, and dragon is an immunity, which is crazy. On top of that, he got some thick defenses, and Misty Surge also makes it not possible for any sort of status shenanigans to go on while Tapu Fini is around, you know, for 5 turns. It also adds to longevity. We've got Moonblast, Surf, Hydro Pump, which can hit pretty hard, and we can also set up with a Calm Mind, become a pretty big threat. Tapu Fini is the boy. We also have a Defogger here, which is going to remove all hazards from the field. Taunt if we want to prevent status moves as well, or prevent people setting up. Whatever you want to do. You guys know what Taunt is. You guys know. Haze as well, which is going to help because in this league, we actually allow people to baton pass with speed. So like speed passing is allowed. And Haze is going to help with that. And apparently, Tapu Fini also has a PhD in marine biology and has won 2 Nobel Peace Prizes. Pretty impressive. Next up, we have Krookodile, Tom Crook, our boy, which honestly is just an incredible utility mon. It can do so many different things. It gives the team a stealth rocker. Again, I'm looking down here at my notes, so hopefully that's not too annoying. And you guys know why stealth rocks are important. It gives a ghost resist to cover Alakazam. Also have an electric resist for Tapu Fini. rounding it out pretty well here. Can phase things with either Roar or Dragon Tail, which is really, really good. It can be a Pursuit Trapper, so obviously people don't want to switch out for fear of taking Pursuit damage. And you have the potential to run Intimidate, which is good, or Moxie, which is another really, really great ability. Alright, next up, we've got Goodra, who I have named Gwyneth Paltrow, which as it turns out doesn't fit, so we're all gonna know her affectionately as G Paltrow, but we're all gonna know in our hearts that it's Gwyneth Paltrow. I've spent more time explaining this than I have spent explaining any legitimate things this entire video. Anyways, got the Dragon type for that Fairy Dragon Steel core. Has a lot of coverage, and it doesn't need to just run dragon moves, which is really good because we have Finny with Misty Surge as well. The bulk is out of control. And I mean, with dragon, we're obviously resisting water, fire, grass, and electric, so that is nice. Sap Sipper and Gooey are both really, really, really useful abilities. And we also have decent offensive stats, so we can run mixed sets. We can keep them guessing. You know what I'm saying? In Nate's words here, makes for some fuego move sets. All right, next up to finish out our Fairy Steel Dragon core, we have Lucario, the boy, which is one of those. It's one of those because of its stats, how well balanced they are. You never know what kind of Lucario someone's gonna bring. So we can run physical, we can run special, we can run utility. It's really nice, and it's really hard for people to be able to prep for it, which, you know, we always want. And we can use Swords Dance or Nasty Plots, so either way, we can boost the boy up, become a big ol' threat. And if the opponent prepares for the wrong Lucario, it's a bad time, you know what I'm saying? And he can also beat Steel and Dark types, so that makes it easier for Mega Alakazam to spam that Psychic. Next up, we have... Oh, I don't even have him out here. I don't have the thing set up. It's fine. Next up, we have Rotom Heat, who is actually returning from our XBL Draft League, if you'll remember. I am naming the boy Easy Bake, so he's super toasty, super zappy. Obviously, Levitate on an electric type is always fire, and he also is fire. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have that ground weakness unless we're going against 1,000 arrows, which could happen. And Overheat is obviously just so good, and we cannot forget about that stab, hidden power fire, which, you know, is great because you don't have to worry about the stat drop from using Overheat. I'm gonna be honest, Nate just really wanted me to use the phrase stab, hidden power fire, so I'm doing him a favor here. We also have Volt Switch, so we can be a switchy zappy boy, you know what I'm saying? Will-O-Wisp, which is great for physical attackers, cutting that physical attack in half. Obviously, as long as we haven't set up Misty Surge. And Trick is also a really good utility. Next up, oh, I already told you, Easy Bake, that's his name. Next up, we have Sceptile, who is Geico, that is the boy's name, completing that Fire Water Dragon core, or Water Grass core, not Mega Sceptile. He is incredibly fast, especially with Unburden, and you can have some really, really fuego plays going on with Tapu Fini, because if you give him that Misty Seed comes out, he is ready. And let's see, can be run different ways, be effective with a choice item, Life Orb, especially offensive or even physically with a Swords Dance setup. There's so many things that can cause Sceptile to become a threat, and plus, like, he's cute, you know what I'm saying? Another instance in which it'll be really, really hard to prep for him unless they have a specific priority move, that sort of thing. Next up, we have Minior, who, like, doesn't have the most versatility, but look at this boy. He's so cute. His shiny is top tier, one of the best shinies ever. And like, you can have Stealth Rocks, you can use Shell Smash, but just look at him. If you're wondering why he's on this team, he's right there. His nickname is Hailbop, but that's only because Shoemaker Levy doesn't fit in the allotted slots that I have for a nickname. Those are both names of comets. All right, next up we have Lantern, whose name is Freddy. Shout out to anyone who played Freddy Fish as a kid. We're repeating some types here, but that's okay. 2 potential immunities with Volt Absorb and Water Absorb. So you never know, like, ooh, can I use a water move? Ooh, can I use an electric move? I don't know. So, you know, that's pretty cool. We also have Heal Bell, which is nice. And, we got some Scald Burns that we can go for here, and more Volt Switching, which is just always nice. Everyone always wants it. And don't pay attention to where they say the tier is PU, because that's fake. Next up, because somehow this was still available later in the draft, we have Togekiss, whose name is Over Easy, which is both a reference to the fact that it used to be an egg and the fact that the flinch is gonna make any battle over easy. You know what I'm saying? It is a complete nightmare to go against. If we outspeed, then we have a potential to just flinch forever and win, which is great. We have access to Thunder Wave. If we use Choice Scarf, yeah, we can, these things are very possible. I don't know. Unclear. I'm reading through this for admittedly the first time. But the added fairy typing makes us a nice bulky boy, hard to take down. And like, honestly, I'm just gonna go for this. I'm doing this for Nate once again. If fate shall have it, then it shall flinch thy opponents into submission. Wah, ah, ah, ah. That's what he wrote, and then he said, if you say this, please make it sound cool. Like, I don't know. I just want to make my friends happy. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, we have Frostlass, who is my babe. Like, I love her. She's beautiful. She looks good. We have Destiny Bond, which is nice. And, like, not great, but base 110 speed is good, especially when you have Destiny Bond, because you're outspeed and you're doing the things. You can use Taunt, you can do Focus Sash, Stab, Ice Beam, you have Ice Shard for priority. Like, all in all, could be a really good utility mod to, like, throw in there. I have dreams that Frostlass will shine. I named her Frostbite, which clearly I should just only ever call her Frostbite because I can't say Frostlass consistently. And yeah, that is it for our team for the APA. I am so excited to be a part of this. Again, it is a huge honor. Later today, the first battle will be coming out, and spoilers, it is against Wolfglick, who is casually a world champion, so you need to check that out. If you guys are hyped for this, if you like our team, leave a like on this video. Again, subscribe if you have not already, if you want to keep up with the battles of the LA Spice this season. Check out that merch, and let me know, who are your personal favorites on the team? What are some sets you would like to see? What are you excited about? Do you think we're ever gonna win? I don't know. Dreams. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and tune in next time for more shenanigans. Bye!